Game prices have been a point of contention for many consumers. As we see more publishers switch over from the $60 tag to $70, the debate has become even more heated, with both sides making some valid points. Now, although many are now charging $70, there are still a few publishers like Xbox holding out on the rising prices. Many massive giants in the space like EA, 2K and PlayStation took the dive and made it clear that all releases going forward will have a higher price tag. It is clear based on the news that many publishers have wanted to increase their prices for many years now, but no one wanted to take the first step as they knew that there would be massive backlash. 2K took the first plunge and it did not take long after for the rest to follow suit. Now, since 2K was the first to announce that they will be increasing their prices for games like NBA, the backlash was immediate and most of the anger was directed at them. Although the reason that they stated could be considered valid in some cases, many felt that it was not warranted for these specific games as they were already riddled with microtransactions. People felt the same way about games that EA produce. They already have deluxe and ultra deluxe versions that can go all the way up to $120, and that is not to mention all of the other in-game charges that they ask for. Increasing prices now further by $10 just does not seem justified at all. Now, for some publishers it is absolutely warranted though. A company like Sony produces some of the best AAA video games there is. These games are in development for longer than ever and they are also bigger than ever. Increasing your asking price for a game like God of War is not unreasonable at all. As I have said, these games take longer to make than ever and they are bigger and more resource intensive than ever, and therefore I think most will agree that it is a fair trade. It is also worth pointing out though that not all games are created equal. EA's gambling simulators has no justification for a price hike. Now, with all of that said though, two big players in the game, Nintendo and Xbox, are not increasing their prices at all. Nintendo themselves might have a justified reason for pushing their prices up, but since they are not yet part of the quote-unquote next generation, which by this point is just the current generation, it is understandable why they did not make that jump yet. Now, Nintendo is working on a new Switch and many are speculating that when this new system gets released, they will officially be part of the current generation and thus we might see them increase their prices as well. Next on the list of big publishers holding out is Xbox. As of right now, their games is still $60, but it is also worth noting that they did not release much over the last year. They are slated for some big releases in 2023 and that is when we might see them change to $70 as well. As of right now, their next biggest release will be Starfield, and considering the work that went into the game, now one thing that a company like Xbox has going for them is also Xbox Game Pass. In their case, rising prices for first party games might actually be beneficial as it will drive even more people to join Game Pass. Now, increasing prices for your games can be justified considering that it has stayed the same since the 360 days, but if you are going to make the changes to an already extremely predatory system, you better have a good reason.